How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to give you guys a quick preview of the game of the season. This is about to be the best and quite possibly one of the most interesting games you're going to see around. And yes, that is Bordeaux versus Toulouse in the top 14. And this is just bound to be an absolute spectacular game. Now, we have had the Six Nations currently finish, so a lot of the players for France and a lot of top players for Bordeaux and for Toulouse are not going to be they're not going to be ready because they normally like to give them around 2 weeks to rest and then train and then really get back up into the swing of things. So we probably aren't going to be seeing the likes of Luku. We aren't going to be seeing the likes of BLBIA, definitely not Antoine Dupont and Tamac and so on. So there's going to be a whole bunch of top level players that are going to be missing from the Toulouse and Bordeaux side, but the level of talent that's on here to show is just ridiculous. So we are in for an absolute smasher of a game. So please like and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow. And yeah, let's get into it. Now, in between these two teams, Bordeaux was destroying shop. And they were doing so literally just up until recently, where they ended up losing a couple points in some of their last few games. And then Toulouse are just absolute animals. They are just winning and winning and winning, but they're not just winning by small margins. They beat Van 63-21. They beat Bayonne 41-6. You know, they beat, I mean, they previously beat Leicester 80-12. So these are some serious results. And this is just the last 5 games that they've had. So they are by no means a simple team to face. They have some of the best attacking power that you are going to find, especially in the top 14. When you have a player like Jacques Willis, who has now been adopted by France, the guy, he's just an absolute engine. He's a monster. He's fighting for everything. More than likely, he's going to end up being captain. But it is talent like this which is just on show. And then because of France's rotation rules and so on, we probably are going to see quite a few players, available because of France's previous selection. So yeah, they are definitely going to have some serious firepower in their ranks. So let's break it down a little bit in relation to the head-to-head between Bordeaux and Toulouse. Let's chat on that a bit. So in the last 5 games, Toulouse has won 3, Bordeaux 2, and Bordeaux are having a little bit of a harder time. The the matches have been relatively tight. Don't get me wrong; they're also coming through with wins, but it was key losses to teams like Bayonne, where they ended up losing 36-32 pretty late on. And then who was the other one? It was, yes, Lyon, where they lost 22-20. So they were struggling just a little bit. They did end up beating the Sharks 60 something. I think it was 66. Yeah, 66-12. They ended up beating the Sharks 66-12, which I was genuinely annoyed and upset for the entire day after that happened. But we're not talking about that. Now, we're looking at the last we're looking at the last 5 games individually, right? So we look into Toulouse. Obviously, straight 5 wins in that period. They have scored 35 tries. They have a points difference of 172. They were the first one to score to put in the first try out of each game. They were the team to get first points 4 out of 5 games, and then they were the first team to get 10 points in each of these games. So you can see just how much attack flair that they have. That it's very hard to keep them silent. And then we look into Bordeaux. So out of the last 5, they've They've won three. They're on two streak. They've only scored 22 tries. They have a points difference of 64. Out of the five games, they were the first team to get a try 3 out of 5. First team to get a point to get points 2 out of 5, and then out of the first team to reach 10 points, it's going to they only manage that 2 out of 5 times. So you can see the difference happening here, and this does seem to fall in line with a lot of the players being taken away by France for the Six Nations, and the big player that they are missing is BLBRA, one of the most attacking dominant monsters that that you're going to find. So Bordeaux, they did lose a lot of that attacking prowess, where you saw them beating teams 50, 60, and then all of a sudden they're struggling to get 20, 30 points on the board. So yeah, it's a bit of an up and down. I don't know what kind of team we're going to see come through up against Toulouse, because like I said, Toulouse just recently took well the lead, because it used to be Bordeaux, Toulon, and then Toulouse. But the form that Toulouse have been on, even taking consideration all of their top talent is playing for France, they just recently overtook. I think it was in the last game where they overtook Bordeaux um, to to be first, essentially. So I think it does fall Toulouse, Toulon, and then you have Bordeaux in third. Um, but don't quote me on that one just yet. So yeah, let's break it down into the last 5 meetings, because I think this is where we're going to see you know a little bit of a pattern. So the last game we saw Bordeaux beat Toulouse on the 29th of September 2024, and they beat them 16-12, which by no means that was a close game. Then prior to that, 28th of June 2024, they Toulouse beat Bordeaux 59-3, which was absolute, just spanking. Prior to that, 24th of March, Bordeaux ended up winning again, 31-28. And then prior to that, we had Toulouse winning 29-22, and then the 7th of May, 31-17. So by no means this is going to be a simple walk in the park game for either side. Toulouse, they are going to have to work their backsides off to get anything out of this game. But it's gonna be one of those that they are going to be fighting tooth and nail, because a lot of it comes down to your positioning on the leaderboard as well. So we're looking at the teams. We start off with Toulouse. Honestly, I can't see too much change happening here, um, and potentially having Willis captain. The last game we did have Capuozzo and Kinghorn in, and this was in the matchup against Van, which they ended up winning 63-21. But because again of the restrictions, I think we are going to see Blair, Kinghorn, and Capuozzo out for a couple of weeks. Let them get their bearings straight, and then come in. And then yeah, there might be a couple of changes here and there, but I can't see them veering too much off of. I can't see them, going too much off of this, especially when you have players like Theo Antimac, Gelan, Vinieres, Merkler, and so on. So, yeah, they have some serious talent on show here, and Toulouse is going to have a lot of trouble breaking them down. Um, and then we look into Bordeaux. So again, honestly, I can't see them changing too much. We probably are going to see, obviously, Luku. I doubt he's going to be available. Going to see Jalibert. I'm really looking for a very big performance from Janse van Rensburg, where I think he's going to need to have an absolute solid game in that center role to really, fight for everything, carry that ball, and really put a lot of pressure on that on that Toulouse, defensive line. So yeah, there's some real strength here, especially with Temifuna and Lemoth. it's gonna be a very, very big struggle. I also can't see Johnny Gray starting either. But yeah, this is bound to be an absolute like slaughterhouse of a game. So both teams coming in strong. Yes, they are using the best squads that they possibly can. There's no way either side is going to come through, with wanting to give talent to youngsters. They're going to want to get those points on the board. They are going to want to fight. And we are going to see very fast and progressive rugby. It's a shame that Bordeaux have, well, are likely going to be without Luku, because we've seen what quality he has, the way he plays for France, and this is how he really makes Bordeaux tick. He really gets them running, and redlining exactly when it's needed, where they're going to be without him. But thankfully, they still have players like Jalibert that can really come in and, really make a difference at 10. But yeah, by no means is it going to be easy to replace Luku. No way is going to be easy to replace Luku. But look, let me know what you guys think. What do you think the scores are going to be? What's your predictions? And could we see Toulouse come away with an absolute spanking over Bordeaux, especially considering the form that Toulouse have been in, where at the moment they are like Leinster. They look like they cannot be beaten. Obviously, they have been beaten, but they are just so terrifying. They are so powerful, so strong, and they move the ball around so quickly. And this just goes to show just how much talent they have outside of the main superstars from France. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. I cannot wait for this game. And what a way to get back into rugby after the Six Nations. It's just like you. This is like the big headline, giant versus giant right now. So, guys, comments in the comment section below, and get you guys in the next one. Bye.